So this is somewhat related. The question is that I always wonder who's they. They say we use only a very small percentage of our brain. Can you give us suggestions on how to access more?
Yes. And there's a movie, a Hollywood movie called Lucy that was made with Scarlett Johansson. And for me, when I watched it, I loved it. I loved that movie because for once I got an explanation of what was happening with me in terms of my brain capacity. So yes, we do. You only use a very tiny proportion of what our brain's full capabilities are. And things like meditation absolutely help. And the piece that is a very big access to increasing the amount of your brain capacity that you're able to use is the human vibe integration with the soul being. That for once and finally dissolving that deep-seated inner conflict of a resentment of the soul being to express itself through the human form. Once that conflict is dissolved and the two come together as co-creators, bringing forth the creator and vibe within ourselves is the one that literally, like, I don't know, multitude of light bulbs go on in our brain. And so much of our brain capacity we start using. How it shows up is the key thing. It shows up in how you become creative. You can be in a space of creation, you can be in a space of consumption. Consumption gives you instant gratification, which is where a lot of the world was before the phenomenon of the crown set in. Or you can be in a creation, which is how we're meant to be. We're meant to be co-creators. It gives you long-term fulfillment. And you literally notice your creative capacities just multiply a gazillion fold. You may even start developing a whole new skill. Like I started painting, Gaurav started doing portraits, It's just happened. And he was just like using chalk to draw on his cupboard, with his kid. And he shared a few photos with me. I said, my God, this is genius what you're doing. But it's stuff like that starts to happen, as your brain capacities increase. And, it keeps going until you start noticing that the sameness in everything. And so you hear me say, well, I see. And what do I see? I actually see that everything is a vibration, everything. The computer is a whole collection of cells that are vibrating at a particular frequency. We humans are a vibration. Our field, that in which we exist is a vibration. And when different cells are vibrating and they have got different functions, the vibrational frequencies are different. To comprehend all that stuff is quite difficult if you apply your mind to it. But if you allow, your brain already operates that way. You just don't have access to all of it. And you start having more and more access to it. Meditation's powerful. Beyond meditation is even more powerful. Stepping into the now, operating from isness, literally journeying into each of these seas is brilliant. The whole journey to miracles piece that we do, which completely transforms so much of our third dimensional reality and third dimensional triggers into the magical presences that they are for our world, all of that completely serves opening up your brain capacities. So there is so much to look forward to, even for me. I mean, I now have had to learn to curtail the amount of brain capacity that I can use to be able to continue operating in the third dimension. And it's great fun.
Mynoo, thank you. I think we all want a little bit of that. So yeah, turn up the volume.